Welcome back, artists. Today we are going to begin coloring in our birds using construction paper crayons. The important part is to make sure that you are sectioning off areas very intentionally using color schemes. It should be obvious to the viewer what colors you are using. For example, if you look at the feathers here, I have a green and a red, or a light green and a pink. That would fall into complementary color schemes. Here by the top of the wings, I have yellow, reds, and oranges. That would fall into warm color schemes. Over here with these bricks, I have all different kinds of blues and greens. That would fall into analogous color schemes. So you want to make sure that you are being intentional with your colors. You are required to include at least two. On this example, you can see plenty more, and it's okay to use the same colors more than once. That helps bring the picture together. Do you see how these are used in multiple places to help tie it together? Your first job is to figure out what kind of color scheme you want to do. So I'm thinking for my eyes, with this part here that I've created, it reminds me of an owl. So I think I want to kind of bring that out. And maybe I will use white for the eyes. And then if I'm using white, a color scheme I could use for that would be the neutrals. So then maybe I can do a gray or a brown or a black around with the petals. Maybe I could do a different color, and then I could do the same thing or the opposite for the squares that I have created. So I'm going to gather my neutral colors. These are the ones that I have, and then I'm going to color in this space. Now, when you are coloring, it's important to really think about 3-star coloring. We want to make sure that we are staying in our lines. When we outlined this with Sharpie, we took a lot of time and we were careful to make sure that we stayed on those lines. We want to do the same thing when we're coloring. We want to make sure we stay inside those lines. So I like to outline first, and then I can go a little bit faster while I'm coloring. And remember, 3-star coloring is staying in the lines, making all the white, or in this case, the purple, go away. We shouldn't see the background color peeking through, and using the same pressure. So here I used kind of a firm pressure. If I use a lighter pressure, do you see how that color changes? That's when I'm not pressing as hard. So if you want the color to be nice and bright and bold, you'll need to press a little bit harder with your crayon. And then I'm just going to finish coloring up this section with my neutral colors. Now that I've finished this section of coloring, I can move on to another section and change colors. Now, you don't always have to have a color scheme. So for example, here I'm thinking with my beak, I'm probably just going to color all one color, and I'm thinking orange. It's also okay to leave some of the color from the paper showing. You don't have to color every single thing, but you do want to make sure that you come up with at least one more color scheme to use, and then you want to use it more than once. I'm just going to now go to another section. Maybe right here I'm going to use some purples to this, and once I finish with that, I'm just going to continue to color the entire thing.